Welcome everyone, my name is Albert, I am a photographer, and now a videographer. This is my first ever YouTube channel, and YouTube video for that matter. Enjoy! The first problem that I had, I actually filmed a video before this one. The thing that got me was actually the comfort. Now I didn't like the first video, and I didn't like the second video for that matter, and that was because I was uncomfortable in my shitty ass chair. So I changed it. I set up my bed. So, this is my first ever video about what mistakes I've made in my beginning year now doing photography and doing videography, so you don't have to make the same mistakes. Maybe you can actually work around it and find a better solution that I have. I've been shooting for just over a year now. I started out in photography, and I'll show you my first ever shitty ass photo that I made on my Fuji camera. Yeah.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
This photo was my feelings at the time. It's shit, bland, I had no fucking clue what I was doing. I made myself get better. I made some mistakes along the way, and these are some of the mistakes that I've made. I was in my pajamas before this. Now I'm not. Now I'm stylish. I like this shirt. The shirt fits nice. Kenji, sponsor me. Speaking of fashion, the first point is... By that, I mean more footage is good. Less footage, bad. Here's why. When you try to make a continuous storytelling video or a snippet, reel or something like that, you've only got a little bit to go off. That's not good, especially when you want to make content. So in this case, keep your camera rolling. Doesn't matter if it doesn't make any sense. Fill up that card, girl, because it is important. See, I made a car shoot once. A car shoot video. I barely videoed the important stuff. When I reviewed the footage, there was just this one car. You know how many cars were there? There were hundreds. Hundreds of these immaculately looking vehicles. And so that is the first point that I'm going to be talking about. It's always better to overshoot than undershoot. On the point of more is good. Yeah, take everything. You got 2-3 lenses, take them all. You never know what you're gonna need.
Never know what you're gonna get.
Especially for photography. The amount of times I've been out on a shoot, or I've been out hiking, I've taken one lens because I didn't want to carry around everything. Fair enough. Last thing you want to do is lug around kilos of unnecessary weight. But as a photographer and videographer, you have to understand, there is no such thing as extra weight. You always carry whatever you need. I carry my lights, for crying out loud, for fun, because they're RGB. I can make an RGB light, I can make it blue, yellow, hell, I can make it pink. So, better to have more on you than to have less. Once you've gotten to the point where you've done all that, you've got your gear, you got your footage, whatever. You've come back, now you're wondering, well, how do I edit this? And look, that brings me to my next point. Exactly that. Just because it is doesn't mean it is, man. When you're starting out in Lightroom, DaVinci or Premiere or whatever you use to edit your photos and videos alike, it's gonna look scary. I mean, anything new, anything unknown is pretty much scary to anyone. Learn it. I mean, it's as simple as that. I'm a self-taught photographer and now videographer. I'd like to think I've switched on.
Well, ooh-la-dee-da, Mr. Frenchman.
And so we live in a society where every single piece of information is readily available to us. You have Google, you have YouTube, you have messaging apps like, I don't know, LinkedIn or something. You can actually reach out to famous photographers and, people that are kind of going up there as well, and even ask them for pointers, ask them for jobs. But that information and those resources are readily available to us in this day and age, and it would be stupid of us not to utilize everything that we have at hand. When I started learning DaVinci, I had no idea what to do. I called up my good friend Giulio and I asked him, hey man, you do YouTube, you edit videos, how do you do it? This is his channel. Hold on, I'll use this. Teaching a monkey calculus maths, I'm just sitting there, I see all these numbers and letters, and I've got monkey brain. I didn't really understand that all that much, and you know what he said? He just said, hey man, just do the cuts. Start with the cuts. Start easy, go up. So that's what I did. But guess what? I didn't know how to cut. So anyway, you learn. Step by step, you learn these things. But yeah, Ask your friends, ask Google, go on YouTube, just do it. Now, I'm a big fan of the UFC. I love my fighters. I love the entertainment, the sport, the drama. I mean, who doesn't, right? So this is like a little homage to my little passion. Camera presence is one of the most important things when doing YouTube and or videography. Try record yourself first. Understand how you look like on camera, what your best angles are. Funny enough, this isn't my best angle. It's actually this one. That was fucking cringe. I won't do that again, I'm sorry. Find how you look, critique yourself, and don't lie. Be honest. When I first went on camera, I noticed 3 things. Let's see if I can list 3 off the top of my head. I know I can list 2. Movement and eye contact. That's my main 2. I guess there was only 2. Those are the 2 things that I didn't understand how to do properly. You can dot your eyes around the room. You can be like, But more importantly, it's like public speaking. Pretend I'm talking to a camera right now. You know how lonely You know how lonely it is speaking by yourself in your room to an inanimate object? It's pretty daunting sometimes. But you know what? You just gotta take it. Pretend you're like talking to your friend and they're just listening to you. Maybe create a personality for yourself. You know how schizophrenics do? You know, they got the voices and stuff. Make one up, but just don't kill your parents or something. I don't condone violence unless it's paid, like the UFC. Otherwise, critique yourself. And if you're shooting someone else, critique them, because it's just as important to make them look good on your camera. You understand what I'm saying?
Get this through your head, you...
It's pretty easy to mess up. So mess up, make the mistake, understand the mistake, and then don't make it again. Unless you purposely want to. Unless you purposely want to make the video shit, go for it. Brings me to my next thing. It's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the fight. Fuck, I fucked it. It's about the size. By that, I mean consistency. It's easy to give up when you fail. So, just keep going. Do what you must.
Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it!
Honestly, it's like I said, if you're not using everything that's available to you, then what are you even doing? You know, you're watching other people succeed. Anyway, yeah. I guess that's it. Just have fun. Just a quick recap. I don't know. I don't remember what I said. I just kind of blabbed. I'll just list them. Boof, 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 boof. I actually don't know how to edit that, so I'm going to learn for this video. Tell me how it looks in the comments. Anyway, stay tuned for the next one, I guess. Adios. Fuck.